Yo, we back YouTube. I'm back with another banger. It's done, dotted the biggest you did. Today we got a top waver. We're gonna do this wavelength. So first of all, you gotta start out by combing them waves up so we won't patch them. So get your comb and comb them up, and then start right into it. He wants 1.5 with the grain. He's trying to retrain his waves. Usually waivers go 2 or 3 to keep it pretty high, but his waves kind of got out of sync, so he wanna retrain them. So we going 1.5 with the grain, and we just gonna get this right. Starting with our back taper, we're gonna bald it out, get it nice and crispy. I like to round it out because I like to leave them edges. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get that crispy line and make that line really pop. So I round it out to keep them edges on the side, to the left, to the right. Going with our lever open, just going up like a half an inch. I got my lever wide open. I'm gonna create my guideline and then I'm gonna knock it right out. Just staying real consistent, not trying to bring this taper up too high. We're doing a low taper on this, so we're just gonna keep it as low as possible. Now I got it midway, and then I'm gonna close it up. Just opening and closing it, and then I'm gonna close it all the way up and knock that line out. We just creating a shadow right now for the first guideline. Always brushing and combing your canvas. That's most definitely very, very, very important. Cause when you cut, man, you gotta get that excess hair off to know what else you gotta cut off. Now I'm going my 1.5, and I'm just debulking the top. I'm being nice and soft, as y'all can see, man. I'm not trying to attack this real hard or whatever. Just nice and soft, making sure I get this consistent. Brushing and combing. It's better to comb these waves down. It's because when I brush them, it's clogging that hair together. I wanna loosen them hairs up. So back to my 1.5. I'm going up, and I'm just debulking that top. Hitting it with my one guard in the middle of what I did with that 1.5. I got that open up right now too, and then I'm gonna just close it a little bit to midway, and then close it as I get it. Go down more, I close it down more. So now I'm just about to flick everything out with my Andes Masters. These my favorite tools to use. They blend out ridiculously. And they got the long comb, so I got range to go like a lot of places with them. So I just open that lever and I just flick out that bottom line, opening and closing my lever. Just take your time opening and closing your lever, hitting with the corners of the blade. You see, I'm not using the whole blades. I'm hitting with the corners of the blade. That's how you get that fade real, real blurry. Just using the corners of that blade. You don't have to use the whole blade. This is really just called detail working. We already got our fade in place. We just detailing it. We getting all the little black spots out, making sure I comb down so I can see what I got left, and we just detailing this fade now. Same thing on the sides. We're going low taper, so I'm gonna put my ball line very, very low. We're gonna put our ball line very low, so we can't go too high up on this taper. Got my lever open now. Going up not even a half an inch. I'm just going up a little bit with my lever opening, and I'm gonna just be closing and opening my lever to fade that first guideline out. Making sure you be real particular with these low fades, man, because at a blink of an eye, you will take it up too far. So just take your time on these sides. We don't want to go up too high with these guidelines, and we're just gonna keep it nice and low. Now we just gonna debulk the top with the 1.5. I'm just flicking out. I don't want to do too much. I'm just creating this lit shadow so I can fade between it. The less hair you got right there, the easier it's gonna make this fade fall in place. So I'm just standing in that one little round right there, and I'm brushing and combing and just debulking with the 1.5 slightly. I'm not pushing too hard. I'm feathering it out, so I'm real soft with it right now. Going to my one guard open. I'm going up less than a half an inch on that fade again. Not going in where I did that 1.5, but just in the middle of where I did my open to close and I did my 1.5. Everything has got its own section. So now we're in the one section. And I'm gonna just be opening and closing my lever right there, and then I'm gonna just come fade it out with my Andes Masters open, and there they are right there. And now I'm just gonna flick that line out and fade in between that too. I use four simple steps, man. I balled it out, debulked the top with the 1.5, or if the hair long, the two. My one in the middle, and then I just come flick this thing out with the Andes, man. That's four simple steps of fading. Now I'm just down fading right here with the Andes open, and just really just flushing this fade out. These steps are simple. I keep this same steps on every fade. If y'all pay attention to my videos, I don't switch up my technique because it's my technique and it works with every type of hairstyle. One I do on one side, I do on the other. So I'm gonna just just fast forward this. It's gonna be all the same simple steps, and I'm gonna just let y'all watch this. Oh yeah, but while I'm at it, shout out to my producer, produced by Dior, man. I always got bangers for y'all. I'ma link his channel at the bottom of my description, and y'all get at him, man. He got fire beats. He got his podcast going. Y'all just tap in with him. Now I'm prepping my edge up using my hairspray. It's time to get that kill shot in, man. It's time to get crispy now. So I put that hairspray in. I locked it down with the hair dryer. Now I'm going into the back nape area, making sure I be real consistent back here. Don't want it too pushed in, so I'm just going straight down with it as the natural line is. Get around that ear, man. That's the most important part of the haircut, the edge up. Not having that bulky hair around the ear. Get around there and get that hair off and make this cut really crispy. You can see the vision on this cut coming out super, super superb. His waves is hidden, even at the 1.5 length. It's not too low. He can retrain his waves because he's going to go on the woofing section right after this, and we cut it down to the desired length where it can form his waves again, and still look good, still look full, still look dark. That's what we was aiming for. Now it's time for the edge up. I'm starting in the middle. I'm pulling myself to the left, and then I'm gonna pull myself to the right. staying real particular about how we get this because this is what make this cut pop. It's that edge up, man. We could do a good fade and the edge up be off and it throw the whole cut off. So we want this thing to fall in place with the fade, the edge up, and everything else, man. We want these people to walk out here 100% satisfied. Hitting the vertical bars and making sure we come back, aiming towards the eyebrows. That's how you get that perfect line of symmetry. We don't want to go in or we don't want to try to go straight down. We're aiming right towards the way that the eyebrows are going, and that's how you get that perfect vertical line. C cups, we're getting this C cup real nice and crispy. We're using the edge of the blade. Uh, when you got hitters, you don't go over it too many times. So I hit the C cup, I brush it down a little bit, and then I go back at it, and then it's good to go. As y'all can see, man, his edge up is a little flawed. He got little thin spots in some areas, but we're gonna put a little enhancement and just turn him up a little bit more. He likes to have his edge up full and nice and crispy, so don't worry about them little flaws in the edge up. We all have flaws within our hair, so we just get stuff to manipulate that and make it look perfect. And that's what we're doing right now. We getting a little color, little enhancements on it, not too much, just something to just make it pop. You see them C cups now, they hitting harder. The little default he got in the corners, we filled that in, and man, this cut is turning out to be very nice. Now we getting our barber pencil and we just gonna lock it all the way in. We just gonna give it that highlight that makes the edge up pop. I'm gonna put it in, but I'm gonna take it right back out with my liners. I don't want any chalky edge up. I use this barber pencil very properly. It just gives it that illusion. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to keep this pencil on and just have it just there with a white chalky line. I just want to give an illusion. So I'm about to take these out with my liner as soon as I put this pencil in. And as you can see, man, this lining is ridiculous. We this cut is all coming together, man. We still got a few steps to turn it all the way up, but man, it's coming out perfect. Now it's time for that razor work, man. I'm stretching the skin, pulling the skin back, and angling my razor at a 45-degree angle. This is what's finna turn this edge up all the way up. I love razor work, man. That's my favorite part of the cut because I know after this, it's pretty much done. It's kill shot, and that's what I'm aiming for when I want my clients to walk out, because that's me walking out with you, man. I want people to stop you and be like, hey, who cut your hair? Because that's gonna bring me more clientele. It's gonna bring me more content for you guys. So I put every bit of effort into every cut, man. And as you can see, man, it's looking good. Now I'm just getting these loose hairs off. Wavers, we tend to have loose hairs sometimes. So just get them little loose hairs off with my shears. And YouTube, this is the cut, man. Wavelength, low taper, man. It came out really nice to me. Y'all like, share, subscribe, drop a comment, and let me know what y'all think, man. Till next time, Done Dada out.